basic data in the table show the important role of sitcom in improving cultural knowledge to comprehend better English, spoken English. As you can see here in table 6, there are a significant number of participants agree that watching sitcom helps them to improve their cultural knowledge that lead to a better listening skills with 47%, and then neutral opinions account for 15%, and disagreement makes up 38%. So, according to our interview data, students are somewhat aware, although the students are somewhat aware that there are cultural differences between Asian and Western countries, but their limited specific culture prevented them from following the plot of the movies. 2 out of 9 participants in our research reveal that they sometimes have difficulties in following the plot of the movies. According to P9 here, she sometimes feels confused with the storyline, so that she rely on the subtitles to understand the context better. But due to the cultural differences, sometimes it's hard for her to understand completely everything. And P8 also met this kind of problem. It's hard for me to go over it because each cultural difference is related to particular circumstance in the movie. Additionally, after a long time of watching sitcoms, 2 out of 9 participants in our research revealed that the cultural differences is not a barrier for them anymore. As P1, you can see here, P1, he watched sitcom from a very young age. So everything just naturally comes into his mind, like knowledge and cultural differences. It just comes into his head in a very natural way, so he just can remember it so easy. And for P6, this participant really fond of watching American sitcoms, so it's like a habit for her to watch all the new cultural differences and understanding the context easier. Concerning the improvement of participants' speaking skills and enhanced cultural knowledge, the data illustrate the advantage of sitcom series in improving cultural knowledge to comprehend better speaking abilities for a lot of students. So, as you can see here, with a 46% agreement rate, it can be considered optimistic that students can both improve their speaking skills as well as get to know more about the English language culture. As you can see here for participant P1, P1 often joke around with his friend using the slangs that he learned from sitcoms, and he feels very confident, and it's easier for him to joke about it in English because he can understand better in English. So we can see that for P1, practice what you have learned from sitcom is the key for better speaking skills. And for P6 here, P6 sometimes felt confused with the storyline as she found it hard for her to understand some cultural differences. But she was not hesitate to explore more about the unknown cultures issues to overcome the obstacles. As you can see here in the results, her speaking skill improved about 50% in scale of 100%. Moving to the next part is the difficulties will be presented by Chu.
Well, after